Folks often ask me how a regular person can start making a real, honest living from the land. They look at their backyard, maybe a small patch of grass, and they see work. I see a factory. Not a factory with smokestacks and pollution, but a beautiful, natural, solar-powered factory. It turns grass bugs, a little bit of grain, into nutrient-dense, delicious food. And the workers in this factory? Chickens. The idea of turning these lively birds into a steady stream of cash isn't some far-off dream. It's a practical reality thousands are waking up to. It's about more than money. Reconnecting with our food, healing the land, building a resilient life for your family, one egg at a time. The beauty of small-scale poultry is its simplicity. Your journey into poultry profitability begins. What kind of chicken will you raise? This isn't a decision to be taken lightly. It will define your entire operation, the housing you build, the customers you attract. Broadly speaking, you have two main roads: egg layers, meat birds. Egg-laying breeds are the marathon runners bred for endurance and consistent egg production. Think of the white leghorn, Australorp, Orpington, Plymouth Rock. If you choose the egg route, consider more than just the number of eggs. What color eggs do you want to sell? Blue eggs, Araucana green eggs, Amarocana. Dark brown eggs, Morans. Once you have your birds selected, you need to give them a place to live. Now, when I say housing, I don't mean a stuffy, stationary, stinky coop where the birds are locked away from the world. We are in the business of pastured poultry, which means our housing needs to be mobile. A chicken's natural instinct is to be on fresh ground, scratching for new bugs and greens every single day. A fixed coop quickly becomes a mud pit, a concentration of manure, a breeding ground for disease. The solution is a portable shelter that moves with the flock, giving them fresh salad bar daily, while spreading their fertilizing manure across your pasture. For broiler chickens, the Meat Bird's My Go-To design is a simple, floorless pen. Think of a low-to-the-ground, 10-foot by 12-foot frame made of wood or PVC. Your chickens, whether they are layers or broilers, can't live on grass and bugs alone. While pasture is a critical part of their diet, providing vitamins and protein, you will need to supplement it with a balanced poultry feed. Think of the pasture as the salad and the grain as the main course. For the first few weeks of their lives, chicks will need a high-protein starter feed. As they grow, they will transition to a grower feed. If they are egg layers, they will move on to a layer feed with extra calcium for strong eggshells. The quality of this feed matters. Providing a constant supply of clean, fresh water is arguably even more important than feed. A chicken can survive for a day or two without food, but even a few hours without water, especially on a hot day, can lead to stress, reduced egg production, and even death. The old method of small, open water pans is a recipe for frustration. The solution is a closed watering system, nipple drinkers connected to a reservoir. In the world of industrial chicken farming, disease is a constant threat, managed with a heavy dose of routine antibiotics. In our pastured model, our first and best line of defense is the environment itself. A healthy environment creates a healthy chicken. The single most important practice for preventing disease is the daily move to fresh pasture. When chickens are left in one place, their manure accumulates, creating a toxic brew of ammonia and pathogens that stresses their immune systems and invites sickness. By moving them every day, you are literally outrunning disease. The chickens are always on clean ground, and the soil microbes break down the manure, sanitizing the pasture naturally. Even in the best system, you may occasionally face health issues. The key is to be prepared and to act quickly. One common problem, especially in young chicks, is coccidiosis, an intestinal parasite that thrives in damp, static conditions. Again, mobility is the best prevention. But if you see signs like bloody droppings or listless chicks, isolate immediately. All your hard work, careful selection of breeds, the daily moves, the feeding and watering, culminates in this final crucial step: getting your product to the people who want to buy it. For egg producers, the harvest is a simple daily task. Collect your eggs every morning and be gentle. Discard any that are cracked. To clean or not to clean is a common question. A freshly laid egg has a natural protective coating called a bloom that keeps bacteria out. If you don't wash the eggs, they can be stored at room temperature for weeks. If you do wash them, you must refrigerate them immediately. For meat birds, processing day is a significant event. Process them yourself on the farm, or take them to a licensed processing facility. Licensed facilities cost more per bird, but they handle everything and produce inspected product. Don't wait until your first batch is ready. Start marketing from day one. Tell your friends, tell your family, tell your coworkers. A smart farmer knows that a good farm has more than one product. Once your core business of selling eggs is established or selling meat is established, you can start looking for other ways to turn your chickens into cash. One of the most overlooked byproducts is the manure. Chicken manure is incredibly rich in nitrogen and other nutrients. Gardeners and organic growers will pay good money for it. You can sell the soiled bedding from your brooder by the bag. Another excellent way to add income is selling the next generation of chickens. Fertile hatching eggs can be sold to other homesteaders. Don't forget about the cull birds. They make the most flavorful, rich broth you have ever tasted. These stewing hens can be processed and sold for a different purpose than your primary meat birds. Educate your customers about how to use them for making bone broth. As we conclude, remember that starting a pastured poultry business is a journey of learning. You will make mistakes. Don't get discouraged. Start small. Begin with 25 broilers or a dozen laying hens. Let the profits from that first small flock fund your expansion.